Welcome to Look Behind the Look, the celebrated podcast that explores your favorite looks in film, television, and fashion history. Through conversations with the fashion world's elite and award-winning hair, makeup, and costume designers on sets around the world, you will see and hear exciting tales from behind the scenes, career origin stories, and tons of advice and tips. I'm your host, Tiffany Bartok. Welcome to Look Behind the Look. This is an amazing episode, if I do say so myself, because I had the force that is Neal, the Oscar award-winning hair designer, back on the show, this time talking about The Smashing Machine. The movie is incredible. It came out, unfortunately, on the same weekend as the Taylor Swift thing, and so many people missed it. So hopefully you're finding this interview after seeing it on digital, or you're still catching it in the theater. I think it's still there. Mia's work on this film, when you hear about what she went through on this film, you are going to have such respect for this woman. And if you're in the industry, you're going to hear about how much you have to think on your feet, be ready for anything, advocate for yourself. Mia has been a longtime collaborator with the Safdie brothers. This movie comes from Benny Safdie, and if you're a fan of their films, you know that it is run and gun. I can't imagine going through even one of the challenges that she faced, but she does it all with so much artistry and grace. And here she shares about the challenges she faced and relied on her team to come through for her, and how she collaborates with the amazing Benny Safdie. I'm so lucky to be here with Mia Neal talking about The Smashing Machine today. And Mia, I have to tell you why you're so special of a guest to me. So when you did Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, I was like, I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. I have just a feeling. And so you were my first nominee, Oscar nominee, to get the Oscar. And like, I just felt like you didn't know that I was sitting over here in my living room, just like, oh my gosh. And I was fangirling and crying and so
Oh
happy
my,
for you. We had an interview like days before the Oscars. And I was just like, I don't know. I think she's gonna win. So I am with
thank you.
Oscar award-winning hair designer Mia Neal, who you department headed The Smashing Machine.
Correct.
Um, okay, let's get into it because the Safdie brothers, I know we're going to talk about hair. We're going to talk about hair, I promise.
Oh yeah.
The Safdie brothers are my very like top five of artists, and I have to ask you a couple of things specifically to them. I know you worked on Uncut Gems, and that's how you came into their circle, and you're
Mhm.
probably never going to leave. So I
Right.
just, yes. So I just wanted to ask you what I'm sitting there watching the movie, and it's Benny. I know they are doing other projects now, and then I see Marty Supreme's trailer at the top of it, and I'm like, talk about sibling rivalry. What is going on here? We're marketing this thing where they are making their own movies now. And I wondered how do you find yourself in that situation? Are you working on both of their movies? Did you work on Marty Supreme as well? Or
No, I believe that they shot them kind of at the same time.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you couldn't
So
have.
they
Okay.
exactly. I think they shot them at the same time. So yeah, and I didn't know. It's so funny because I didn't know that they weren't doing it together. I just assumed
When you got
because
on Smashing
yeah.
Machine? Yeah.
I just assumed that they were doing it together, and I was like, oh, it's just Benny. But yeah, I mean, listen, this way we get more movies. So
Oh
I
my
think
God,
I
I
like
love
them.
that.
If they're working together, we go get one. If they're
I
working
love it.
separately, we get two. So
I love it.
I say don't get back together. Give us more movies. Give us create more of a catalog.
Divide and conquer. Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yes.
Exactly.
That is too funny. I did you notice on set any so you didn't notice, you're saying, like, really, I mean, it was the same vibe, the same energy that I mean, I felt like I was watching a documentary. Of course, I always do with their work. That's what's so
Mhm.
incredible. This transformation. Okay, so I watched it yesterday. I was all by myself in the theater because I saw it at like 11 a.m. And I just was riveted by, and I'm sure everybody is, by the performance of Dwayne Johnson. Uh, uh, did you know he had it in him? Like, were you ready for this performance?
No. I mean, I mean, I was there, right? So we're filming it and you
Yeah.
see it. But also Benny shoots a certain kind of way that you don't really like, you can't really watch the film while you're making it, if that makes sense.
Sure. He's so in there, right? You
And
can't
he's fast. He's fast.
fast.
Everything is like efficient. Everything is like, so and Benny has his hands in every single pot of every single department. So it's like,
Okay.
which is fantastic because when you work with him, like there's no department there that doesn't feel important because he's
Wow.
had conversations with you, you've had meetings with him, you have his cell phone number, he texts you in the middle of the night like today was fantastic. I'm going over the footage right now and it's like unbelievable. Like you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's like he
Yeah.
roots for you throughout the whole process as well.
Wow.
Um I remember we had like Maceo Bishop, he did a thing where he like I forget what it was called, where we could all share photos with each other.
Oh yeah, like an album on an iPhone. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Exactly. Like a little app that we had. It was like people were like adding in photos like of like what they're doing in Tokyo. And it was like I have this picture of Benny like on the floor. He's like on the floor like a little kid, like on set, like while we're at this hotel filming. And he's like with his, little iPhone.
Monitor.
Exactly. And it was just like, it's just so Benny. You know what I mean? Like when we did Uncut Gems, like he was doing the boom. He was
I
like doing
remember
it
you
with boom.
saying that. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. Yes, and
Yes.
yes, and it was. I
Yeah.
remember you saying like I didn't even know like what was happening because we were just running.
Exactly. Just like going. Exactly. So it's like one of those things where you're like, he's like in everything. So as you're doing it, it's like, I'm just, especially with this, because this project was like, how are you going to keep this wig on? It's 110 degrees. He sweats profusely, of
I'm
course,
dying
a
to.
giant. And
Yes.
and then the makeup also sort of goes, he has like makeup over his entire body to cover the tattoos and to cover everything up. So it's
What?
like so that makeup also fights against the glue that I'm using and against the double-sided tape and against all the things. So I have
Okay.
like nonstop, like,
Maintaining and dabbing.
yeah. So
Let's
I'm not
talk about
watching
it.
the movie. I'm not watching his performance. I'm watching that wig,
I
like
get it. Yeah, I get
every
that. I get
single
that.
part of it.
Because it was impeccable. I mean, honestly, like this, okay, so this transformation, whatever on the look, I mean, I was shocked. I really, it's amazing because then, when Kerr comes out at the end, the real person, and I'm just like, when opens up his mouth and talks, and I'm like, holy crap, he did it. This
Did it.
performance.
He did it.
Oh, and so let's talk about it. Like,
And you
what?
also have to look at, right? Because I'm like, I'm not like, don't get me, I'm not like, oh, God, wait, but he's his own entity, right? Like
Yeah,
he's his own business. He has
brand.
all these things going. He has all of this going on.
Mhm.
And I don't think people realize that this was like the first time that he walked away from his own thing and walked into the unknown and playing a serious part. So I heard that like normally, I've never worked with him outside of this project, that he could have like 100 people with him.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Like he
doing
has
the other
probably
doing
like writers
running the
with
other
him
stuff
that are making sure that nothing is written or said that goes against another brand
brand.
going on. He has like people around him that are watching, you know what I mean? So it's like
Wow.
also all of this team that protects the brand.
Wow.
None of those people were there.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? So it's like this was him. This was a few of his like people like Hiram was at like it was like a couple. I would say he probably had 5 people with him,
Yeah.
and 3 of those were personal assistant, makeup artist, and hair person. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So this was also walking into a situation where like you're working with Benny for the first time, you're playing a serious role for the first time, you're wearing prosthetics and doing a whole and a wig for, you know what I mean, creating a whole character. So this is the most vulnerable that he probably has ever been in his life because not
Yes.
only are you challenging yourself in this way, but you're doing it without the protection of these people who always look out and make sure that nothing happens to the brain. Right.
Yes.
So this whole
Beautiful.
situation is like, so I don't think people realize that. Like they're like, well, it's The
No.
Rock. It wasn't. None of this
Right.
was The Rock. All of
Right.
this was Dwayne because he didn't show up with The Rock people at all. This was walking into a situation and 100% trusting that this is going to be okay. That's the part,
I
right?
love it. I
And I
love
think
it.
you see that. I think you see the whole vulnerability. I think you see all of it
Oh,
completely taken
100%.
away in the movie. And then you're introduced for the first time to this man as an actor who is being the vulnerable actor. Like, this is the beginning of a new career for him. In the,
I mean,
you know
I
what I
agree.
mean? So, right. So that's the part. And I think once it was explained to me, like, because I was like, I don't know, he comes with like 6 trailers and like a whole, you know what I mean? Like, where his
Yeah.
people at? You know, where his
Yeah.
people? And they were like, no, no, this is like, this is not that film. This is not his production doing this. This is
Mhm.
A24. This is Benny. This is Benny's vision, and he has relinquished all control to him. And
That's really beautiful and very
it is
scary. Very
very
scary.
scary. And like, who takes that type of risk at this point in their
Yes.
career?
Yes.
Like, that speaks volumes. Who takes
Hmm.
that risk? You don't have to. You
Yes.
don't have to. You could go do an action film right now. I mean,
Yes.
you're gonna kill the box office. You don't need to make a turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
You don't need to cry in a hospital bed and
no
sob. I mean,
with missing teeth.
with two front
Hello,
teeth missing.
hello, hello.
It was I cannot say, and I mean, listen, I know I was at the Alamo. I was a risk of getting my phone taken away from me, but I was texting during the movie, like, you got to see it. Because
Yeah.
as you know, the movie came out during Taylor Swift's weekend. And so now we got to pretend like the opening weekend is this weekend. Everybody go see the Smashing Machine because you cannot believe this performance. And Emily Blunt too.
Emily, yes.
I was like, oh my
Yep.
God, it was like a Mira Sorvino type of vibe. It was like she was so
Yeah. And
haunting and just,
their chemistry is like crazy. So
oh,
like their chemistry is just incredible.
yes,
It really
yes.
is. I think to see it from a different angle of like this sort of,
Mm.
crazy, wild, abusive, addictive relationship thing was like, oh wow.
And they both were. I mean, they
Yep.
both were just didn't belong together.
Mhm.
I just wanted to be like, guys, give it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get each
Mhm.
other. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And it goes
oh,
to show like emotions are addictive. Like there's so many layers to that. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like emotions are addictive. So it's
Oh, I
like
love that.
you get wrapped up into that and then
Oh, yes.
but yeah, no, emotions are just as addictive as drugs. So it's like you see people always in the same situation over and over again. It's like because
Yes.
you're addicted to the emotion that it brings. So you keep creating these situations subconsciously so that you
Mia.
can get that again. And that's the part, like people don't understand that. So it's like you watch this relationship and you can see like theirs was the extreme, but we've all kind of been in something where it's like, okay, I gotta let this go because like I don't even think I'm in the relationship anymore. I'm just in some emotional roller coaster with you that we are now fiending for.
Yeah, like there's a dopamine rush from the fight that we know is coming. Right. Wow.
Exactly.
If I had known this at 21, like I would have
Exactly.
saved me
Exactly.
a
Had we all.
time.
Had we all. It was love.
It
It was
was.
love.
It was just raw and passionate.
Oh my God, I'm so in love.
Oh my God. I
Exactly.
have to fight for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. So tell me about this miraculous team. Like here's what I picture, like there's a lot of smashing in the movie. Like I was like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, I get it.
Oh
But
yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
aside from all the smashing, which I don't know how you got through, I picture like him going back to the ring like this, and then I picture all of you just like diving in on him and fixing it. And did you have to constantly maintain what was the process of putting him together? Did you work with with Kazu, or did you were you separate? How
Well,
did it go?
it's funny because when I was brought on, first when I spoke with Benny, I was like, Benny, I think you're good. I don't think I need to be there because they were telling me that like the Rock's look was already set, that
Got
everything
it.
was done. And I was like, well, what am I being brought on for? And then he's like, no, you're doing Emily. I need Emily to transform into Dawn. And
Yes.
Emily
And that's
had blonde
a
hair.
big transformation,
Yeah,
surprisingly. It looks so effortless and like polished, but like that's not Emily Blunt.
right, exactly. So Emily needed a wig
Mhm.
because she's blonde.
Yep.
I think she's brunette now,
Okay.
but at the time she was blonde. So it was like, okay, what do you know? So I ended up building two wigs for Emily
Okay.
so that we could have something to play with. Whenever I've never worked with an actress before, I never just show up with one thing because
Okay. So
you don't know.
two of the same not
Totally different. One was
okay.
like darker, one was lighter. One had more texture to it, one was straighter.
Got it.
One, you know what I mean? One is like really thick and full because I was like, like let's do accurate Dawn and then let's do Emily Dawn.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm Dawn's hair is very thick and very dark.
Got it.
So it's like
Got
if
it.
you want that sort of exact, this is what it looks like.
Right.
Here's one that sort of marries what your face and what your hair would do that sort of blends into that. But
Yes.
it's like we're creating something different, but not something drastic, right? So it doesn't look like we're creating a character.
I see. Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
then it gives us that thing to look at so that we can see what that character looks like and what a blended looks like.
Okay.
Right. So I
Okay.
always try to show up with a couple things because then it's like, oh, well, maybe it should be this, maybe it should be that. And it's like, I'm going to show up with that already so we can see where this may not be the move.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
You know what I mean?
And it might have been tempting too to make her, with the nails and everything, it might have been tempting to go too far. You know what I mean? I feel like you really were loyal to who she really was, probably, right?
Right. Because Dawn
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look like a character,
Yeah, a
right?
character. Yeah, right,
She looks like a real woman.
right.
She has her hair is really thick. Her nails are done, her this and that. Like we had some research photos that Benny shared. And so, I'm looking at the photos and I can see this woman, and we can make Emily this woman without directly copying what Dawn is. And
Okay.
I think that that's the thing, right? Like you
Yes,
try to marry
always.
the two so that it doesn't stand out like you were trying to do something. It needs to blend.
Right, right. What is your philosophy on that? Like, you've done a lot of people that you had to replicate, and like, with all the biopics coming out, and like, Maria and stuff like this, like, you can choose to just suggest another person, and or you can really try to match it. And I never know which one I like better. You know what I mean? What do
Right.
you take into
You know what it
consideration?
is, and I give this credit to Amroth, right? Because I did a lot of theater with Anne. So I started off in the theater. I
Anne
still did
Roth.
a lot of theater, right? Costume designer.
That's right.
And so I used to have this thing in my head when I would do theater of like, okay, it needs to be exactly like it is worded. It needs to go, they need to look, if they're playing someone,
Right.
they
Of
need to look
course.
exact, they need to look exact. And what she explained to me one time was that you want that these things existed for a reaction at that time, right? And I'm let me get to the and it all makes sense. If you don't get the reaction from the current audience that they got from that audience, then you did it wrong.
You are
So,
blowing my mind.
right. So the
Yes.
thing with that is like, let's say somebody does a biop about Beyonce
Yeah.
100 years from now, and they duplicate her
Right.
same hair and her same clothes that she wore. It might be boring because that has lost all of its shock value,
Mm,
right?
that
So
is
how do
so,
I marry the two? I want the reaction,
yes.
right? That Beyonce got when she stepped out on that stage.
Yes.
But now it's, 2075. We're not going to get that from those clothes because that's been done now. After she did it, people duplicated it, did it, remixed it. They've done it over. They've done, she's changed it. So it's like, but you need to get that. We need to understand 100 years from now why this person was important. And
Mm,
we need to provide the audience with that same wow factor that they get.
yes.
How do you do that, right? If you duplicate the same thing, it's lost its shock value. If I do something, if I show a dress that was worn in 1918, no one here is like, oh my God, that fabric. I mean, we've played with color since then. We've gone. So it's like, how do you still honor what was done, right? But at the same time, blend it into today
Yes.
and this person that's duplicating it
Mhm.
and manage to get the same reaction.
Mm.
That's the part. right? That's
I
the
love
challenge,
that.
and that's the part that
You know
you
what that
gotta
makes me
accomplish.
think? That makes me think of Baz Luhrmann and when he puts the pop songs, like he'll put Jay-Z and The Great Gatsby, you know what I mean? And people get so
Right.
mad, but like, or Hamilton,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
yeah, that's very interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I find that in theater, you have to do that
Wow.
because you don't have all the elements that you have on film,
Right.
right? And it's right now. And
Hmm.
so you don't have all of the things that you have in film to play with it, to go back and to add this in and to do this and do. You don't have that. So
Right.
you got to figure out how to keep that audience in that chair,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
For 3 hours sometimes and
Mhm.
still fascinated and fixated on what's going on that stage. So
Yeah.
the reaction is everything, right? Paying attention to and not only like but dictating what that reaction is going to be, having that
Right.
control over it. And
Right.
that's the part. That's the
Right.
part with recreating something or doing a period piece or doing something is that I also have to keep in mind that in honoring these things that I'm recreating, there's a reason that these things stood out. And I need the audience to feel that right now when they watch this.
Wow. Yeah, that's fascinating because I totally got who she was from what you did without it being what you said, a character, you
It's
know?
It's
Mhm.
Emily, so I'm not making anything
Right.
that stands out like a sore thumb. But
Yeah.
Emily wouldn't wear her hair like that.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean? That wasn't Emily's hair. That was a wig. And the texture
Exactly.
of it was different from her texture.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So it was like a different texture of hair. It's thicker, the strands are thicker. It's like more coarse because that's how Dawn's hair was.
Yeah.
But it's a little lighter than Dawn's hair because the jet black is gonna, not that her hair was jet black, but her hair is like a 1B. It's definitely really dark.
Yeah.
Dawn's natural. And so if I had done that on Emily, it's gonna wash her out
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we would have had she already got like a spray tan, but just enough of a tan to where you can, you see this tan, but not like we're gonna go all the way to Dawn's complexion. Because
Right.
then it's a character. Do you know what I mean? Then it's like, what are
Yes.
they doing for her? So how do you do just enough to where it doesn't stand out?
I love
And
that.
her makeup artist Bjorn was great with that. Also, I mean, he went shopping, so he found those like frosted colors. So she has that like frosted brow and like the
Ah,
all of those like 90s colors that had
yeah.
um, that shimmer type of thing going on.
Oh my gosh, those Mac Frosts.
Exactly.
Put it
Exactly.
under the brow
That
arch.
part.
Yes.
That part. White. Just go for the sun.
In the inner corner, and you're like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
oh,
Yeah. So he did, he brought all of that into
oh
it.
wow. So
And
you
yeah,
you worked with Bjorn on Emily, and then Dwayne had Hero. I mean, why do I
Kazu, because his last
why
name
do
is
I keep I know, but why do I keep calling? I mean, my God. So
yeah.
Kazu was there the whole time?
So no, so
No, he
what
designed
happened?
it, and then
Right. So they were designing that. And then when we did the camera test, then things didn't quite go as planned with
oh,
the wig.
really? Tell
Yeah.
me, tell me, tell me.
So, well, I think it was like a difficulty staying on.
For sure, I can imagine.
And yeah, so it was like little things like the lace was not the right color. There were like
Got
little
it.
things. So at that point, it was like we all held a meeting and decided that I would step in and do Dwayne and do them both.
Wow, I
So
bet that was a crazy meeting.
right. So it's like you're gonna do the both. And I was like, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it at all because Emily wasn't really filming as much. And truth
Okay.
be told, when,
Okay.
when I first actually signed on to do this, they wanted me to do both of them. They were like,
Sure.
Kazu's designing it all. We just need you to put the wig on. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, no, I can't do both of them because I've never worked with either one of them. And I don't want to get set up. Like, they're
Oh
both
my
wearing a
God.
wig. They're gonna want attention. And I haven't worked with them, so I don't know what their temperament is. So you would set me up for failure because
Exactly.
if I'm working on one and the other's like, well, she didn't get to
Where's
meet
Mia? Where's Mia? Where's Mia?
exactly. And then it makes it look like I'm not doing my job. And then
Oof, that's stressful.
guy, and then they lose trust.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
once the
100%.
trust is lost, I mean, you don't get that back. That's a wrap. Then now I'm like, now they're questioning everything. You look over and they got glue and they're going at it because they're like, she
Oh
just
my
broke
God,
out.
Mia.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. It's like, Because they do. Because then at that point, I'm out here by myself. I gotta hand me those pins. You know, it's like, whoa, I was coming. I'm trying to get her done, and I was gonna come like you. So I don't know their temperaments. I was like, you're not
That's
about to
real life. That's real life.
That's real. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm no. So I originally said, no, I'll do one. You got to get somebody else to do the other. And they were like, no, I think you. And so they told me, they said, listen, Emily's not going to film. Look, I'm oversharing everything now. Yeah.
I
They're
love you
like, Emily's
slowed
not
down. You
filming for
slowed down.
7 weeks. All right. Emily's not filming
Okay.
for 7 weeks.
Okay.
So I said, oh, okay, no, no, no. Then I can do them both because what I'll do is if my assistant that I'm bringing, I will never leave him in the trailer. What I'll do is every time I go in to put Dwayne's wig on, I will bring him with me. Every time
Okay.
I
Okay.
last look,
Okay. Okay.
every time I last look, I'm gonna bring him with me. So that when he sees me, he sees him. And then when Emily steps in 7 weeks, I'm always gonna put Dwayne's wig on him. But when I send him to set, I'm going to send my guy with him.
All right.
And I'll do Emily or vice, whatever. But as long as I'm always the one putting the wigs on,
Yes.
and as long as he's always shadowing me,
Mm-hmm.
and every once in a while I may go to the bathroom and let him do the last look.
Yes.
Just so
Yes.
we start to establish trust. And then if I disappear, he's always there. And there's no like, okay, well, she's a bad, because there's always one of us there that has eyes on you. So we'll play a little psychological
Absolutely.
game with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure that you're always covered. And it's not like I popped up with a new person, like he's going to watch you on set. He's been here the entire time.
Yeah. And you know him. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, as long as you all agree that we may have to hire an additional person locally to cover our trailer because he's going to be with me all the time, then I'm good to go. They agreed to all of it.
Yay.
Right? They agreed to it. Well, when I found out that they were having the camera test for, when I found out they were doing the last camera test for, not really a camera test, but they have been doing these like tests. You know what I mean? Like they did like first a measurement of his head, and they Hazu created this incredible mold of his head, like exact of Dwayne's head.
That one of those 3D things I've seen him.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time ever seeing one of those. I was blown away.
Yes.
And so they had this mold of his head, and I think they had made like 3 of them, and they had and so they were, and then they, did the prosthetics for him. So they were doing like their last like run of it in LA.
Okay.
And I had requested to be there through production, not through the artist. At that point,
Okay.
I
Okay.
hadn't
Okay.
spoken to any of the artists. I hadn't spoken to Kazu. I was very excited to work with him. So much work, right? So I was like, I'd like to go to this test because, and I tried to explain to them that all the people who are important are in this room.
Yeah.
And the reason that that's important for me to be there also is because I'm going to constantly have to change how I do this wig to get it to stay on. I'm going to have to manipulate different. And it's imperative that he trusts that if I come in one day and I start doing something different, that we don't have to hold and stop and call Kazu and get permission to do this thing. Whoever's in that room, asking questions, making suggestions, doing things, paying attention, taking notes, whatever, those are the real players. You cannot put me in the room with him, first day on set in his trailer, putting a wig on him. Then Kazu disappears and he trusts that I'm an important person in this. He won't trust me.
Right.
And it will make it impossible for us to swiftly work together in the time frame that we need to work together while I'm making decisions without having to answer questions or being challenged or any of that. I said, and you can solve that major issue that will occur if you put me in that room.
Was there pushback on that?
Beyond.
Yeah.
It was denied.
Oh!
I didn't get to go. So I didn't get to go. So I said, listen, I don't think I need to be the one doing this wig at all because I know how this plays out.
Believe me.
He sweats because he can't help it because he has no hair to absorb the sweat. So it's going to pour out like a bottle of water pouring on his head. I have to come up with things. You are setting me up. I haven't seen this
Yes.
wig. I don't know what the application is. I don't know anything about anything. And I'm supposed to show up to set and do him?
Yes.
Come on, help
Yeah.
me out. You guys been working on this for like 4 months. You can't do that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was like, okay, no
Because
problem.
I mean, they don't realize that it's 100% on you. Like the pinching, the memes, you know what I mean? They don't get it. They don't get it.
Yeah, and also like I need to know what I'm up against.
Yes. Yes.
Well, if this was a rush job, then you all would just be starting now. Why did you start 3 months ago if that time frame wasn't important?
Interesting.
I'm already
Interesting.
coming in at the tail end. Let's be fair enough to at least let me be in the last creative room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow.
when that was like, no, I was like, yeah, okay. I mean,
Bye.
I should have gone to Benny, but it's one of those things too where you don't want to.
Well, you don't know. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to like overstep and be like, they not letting me got this.
Yeah.
So like,
I get
said,
it.
look, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm being set up a little bit with that. I don't feel comfortable. And so it was like, okay, no problem. And there was this one, so she like wrote me back. She's like, no problem. The makeup artist is gonna do his wig. We don't need you to do it anymore. And I said, absolutely, I get it. And then at one point I got a text like, you're gonna have to make the stunt double wigs.
Oh my God.
And I said, no, I'm not, because they can't be cousins or, distant relatives. They need to be identical twins.
Yes.
Man is in his 50s. It's an action film. I'm sorry. The stunt people will be making this movie. We need exact matches.
Yes.
Listen, this got so crazy.
I can believe it.
Right. So I was like, what? So then we go to
Oh my God, but this advocacy is what made it so flawless. Okay, so I'm riveted. Okay, continue.
So I was like, no. So then I got another text like, don't worry, you don't have to do this stunt double wigs. We got it all figured out. And I was like, great. Like, they need to be made by the same person.
Okay. Oh.
So when we get there for the camera test, I noticed that this is a Thursday when we do the camera test. On Tuesday, that is when we are supposed to shoot our first day of shooting, because it was like a bank holiday in Canada that Monday. And
I love that you know that it was a Thursday and a Tuesday.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. That Thursday, we do the camera test. I noticed that the stunt doubles are not on the shot list. We're not seeing them today. We have to see them. So I go and I'm like, hey guys, we need to see the stunt doubles, because that's the first thing up Tuesday morning before Dwayne is in. We're shooting with them. So they're like, oh yeah. So they're supposed to come out. And they had gotten John Blake wigs and put fronts on them.
Okay.
And that was never going to work. It couldn't be a machine. First of all, we don't shoot from the front. So there shouldn't be putting a front on a stunt double wig is sort of, what are we doing that for? Because we're never going to see them from the front. We're going to see them from the back and from the sides.
Yes.
So needless to say, like, that did not fly at all. Also, we can see through Dwayne's wig.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
It's beautifully made.
Right.
All single hairs. Gorgeous wig. John Blake's are machine made. So they're punched dot, 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 right next to each other. So even if you thin the hair, the knots have been punched on a different type of lace, right? That lace isn't see-through.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to accomplish the same thing with this, ever. Never. Right? So we could not use those wigs. It's Thursday. We shoot first thing Tuesday with the stunt double wigs. We have a meeting about what happened.
Oh, these meetings.
On Friday, we have the meeting.
About the job. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Because it's like, what are we about to do? Like, we can't use that. His isn't staying on the rocks because it was built in two different pieces. The nape and the top part were
staying on. Oh no! Oh my gosh!
She was like, "What are we doing?" And that's when I was like, and now everybody's looking at me. I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." I have a friend, Crystal Shanes, who has saved me 10,012 times. She is my angel. I've been on projects with like Crystal. We used to build wigs together at SNL.
Oh my gosh.
And
Go
we
way back.
worked at SNL.
Yeah.
And that night shift, when you're in there until 4 o'clock in the morning, because they just got a call that they're going to need another wig for this sketch, and you can't leave. And so you separate it into 4 pieces, and everybody has a section that they got to finish in a couple of hours because we got to get it back over because they got to do a rehearsal before. And it's just like, oh my God. Right.
So somebody got an idea. Yeah.
Exactly. You're like, this better make it to the show.
Oh my
Never
God.
does.
Yeah.
Never does.
Never
right?
does.
Right. So Crystal and I have bonded from long nights of building.
I love it.
Right. And she's just saved me on so many projects where I called her like, can you do a wig in a day? And that was sort of this situation where it was like, I need 2 stunt double wigs to match this. And I'm in Vancouver, you're in North Carolina. I need to like send you these molds. I need these wigs and I need them back. And she's like, okay, well then shipping wise, that means I have to get them out by tomorrow night by 4 p.m. in order for you to have them for sure by Monday, which is a holiday in Canada.
Oh my God.
So hopefully we would get them Tuesday morning. So it was like, okay, we ended up putting someone on a plane, flying the stuff. Yes. To North Carolina to be built by her. My kit had not arrived. I've been there for, Somehow my kit didn't make it on FedEx. Someone picked it up in a van and drove it from New York to Vancouver, which took about almost 2 weeks. So I was working with no kit.
Oh my God.
So and apparently they don't sell clear nylon thread in Vancouver. So I could not sew the wig together myself. So I also sent his wig just to be sewn together.
Okay.
Because remember, it was in 2 pieces. The nape was one.
Yep.
The rest of the wig was the rest.
Yep. You sent that to North Carolina.
I also sent his on the plane.
With this PA who's like, Jesus Christ, if I mess up, I'm
right. We were like, you don't check any of this, right? This thing's in a crossbody bag on yourself. Like, you don't put this in the overhead. You don't slide this in the seat be in front of you. This is a crossbody. Like,
oh, I love it.
Yeah. So everything flies to North Carolina.
Oh God.
It's to North Carolina. Crystal and I texting, doing pictures. She has a crew of folks working. No one sleeps. No one, it's bathroom breaks only. And they are cranking out these single hair, full 2 wigs and perming them to match texture.
And perming them, right? Of course. Oh my God.
Yes. So, and she attaches that wig for me. And then it's like, okay, the things make it back. On Monday, the person flies back in. I go, I get his wig. I don't have any instruction on it. I have no idea. I've never put this on him. He's never met me. Remember?
You didn't get to go that day. Yes.
No, exactly. And it was the camera session.
And you told them, you said this was going to happen.
So I'm like, oh my God. So now I have to walk into the trailer with this wig and put it on him. There were like, and Crystal also made me a band. I was like, Crystal, I need one of those bands that you make. She makes these bands for cancer patients.
Okay.
That are prosthetic bands to match their skin tone and their head shape. There's an industrial Velcro that goes at the bottom, right? And it's like sort of padded, so you don't feel the whole thing is super comfortable. And then there's a sheet of lace that goes across the front.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yes.
Wow.
And you can go. So then I even take some real palette and I color it.
Okay.
The band to make sure that it's his exact color of his.
And you have no kit. You have no kit.
My kid arrived.
Thank God. Okay.
Well, oh, no. This day I don't have a kid.
This day. Okay.
I do not have a kid that Tuesday. My kid arrives on Wednesday.
Oh
But
my
this gets
God.
interesting. We're not done.
Oh, I love it.
This gets more interesting, right?
I love it.
So that Tuesday, I go in, I put the wig on him. And I'm like, okay. So Crystal has sewn tabs in me. We've been communicating about how I'm gonna keep this thing going. So I'm like, I need tabs here, tabs there. When I get it, I also sew in some skin tabs along the bottom.
Okay.
As I need that very edge to stick.
Yes.
Right? Like all of
For
it needs
dear
to,
life. For
yes,
dear life.
I can't have anything.
Oh my God.
So
I'm so nervous.
right. So I go in, introduce myself, because this is our first time meeting. And I put the wig on him, put the band, do the whole thing. I have like my pins because I'm also like pinning. I preset some of the double-sided tape. So I just need to flip this thing up to pull my tabs off, lay it back down, smooth that out, then go back through underneath the band with these little short pins that I have.
Yes.
I do all of that all along the back, right?
Oh my God.
After I have cleaned his head with alcohol, and I also have put some non-shine stuff all over his head to make
Anti-shine,
sure
yeah.
Exactly. Do all of that, glue down the side.
And are you shooting a fight? Are you getting ready to shoot a fight?
He will be in the gym boxing and doing all of that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
So I'm like, all right, so we do that part. And I'm filming with him. And this is my first time working with the wig. So this is my first time seeing it. And I'm like,
Oh no.
No. I had spoken to Kazu and I was like, Kazu, the back of this nape is really high. It doesn't, it's screaming wig. And he said, no, that's how Mark's hairline is.
Okay.
That's how Mark's hairline.
Oh, Mark Kerr.
Yeah, he's like, his sideburn is really far from his ear and the back of his nape. And I'm like, I get that part, but this is not working for him.
See, what we were talking about.
Exactly what we were talking about, right? Like not going exact, but also considering who you're putting it on and not creating something that's going to stand out like a sore thumb. So it wasn't wrong. It was exact.
Accurate. Right.
It was very accurate, but it didn't work.
Amazing.
So I'm like, I go to Benny and I'm like, we got to reshoot this.
Wow.
That's actually
brave. That's so, oh my God, that is so brave.
But Benny's the type of person that you can have those conversations.
Okay.
With. Also say that like he's that guy that if you see something, you better say something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and he creates an environment where you don't feel like everybody's gonna be like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you gonna?"
Hair's being a diva. Yeah.
I said, look, we can probably use some of it from the front, but from the back, we cannot use any of it.
Okay.
And when they did the test before in LA, that last test, and the hair color was exact to Mark Kerr, which his hair is like a sort of a light brown in light.
Okay.
Like it's like a brown, like a very sort of ashy brown like color. And they had done that exact color on The Rock. And he was like, Dwayne was like, I don't think I should have brown. Like it doesn't look good on me. Yeah. Like my hair would be black. It would be, and I don't know if the word
if I had hair, it would,
but it was dyed black.
Got it.
And the black was not
shoe polish. Good. Shoe polish. Right.
So I said the color, I got to strip that. I have to strip that color out. And I have to build a nape extension tonight.
I hate the tonight part.
Me too. Me too. Me too. So that's what I did. So one thing that I always do, I travel with I never pack my hair in my kit.
Okay.
Because I have hair I can never replace. I've bought tails, I bought hair.
Oh,
so expensive that it's like, so whenever I pack my suitcase, I always have one suitcase with me that is just full of hair. Loose hair, some on track, some not, some, just like a ponytail, like a different, but I have different textures. I have everything just
I'm
in
dying.
case
The
something
TSA,
happens.
the
Yeah,
TSA girl's like, what the
like, what
heck
is
is going on?
this? The bag, it's a whole bag of weave. Whose bag is this? Right. What is she going to do? Just hair. Just an entire bag of every texture hair. So no matter who shows up on set, I'm like, okay, we need some. Okay, got it. Like,
Wow, I
I
love
wax
it.
for everybody.
I love
Right.
it.
So I had hair that was the color and texture of the wig.
Okay.
Right. I got
Wow.
my needles.
Oh my God.
I don't have thread.
Oh, because they don't have the clear nylon in
They don't
Canada.
have thread. And now it's nighttime. So I can't get anything from anywhere. Right.
Do you cry?
So
No, you don't
no,
cry.
no. I sewed it together with hair.
Oh,
And I was like,
wow.
telling me my kit was going to be there the next day. I said, I hope so, because this whole piece is being sewn together with hair.
I cannot.
Yeah.
You are
Listen, how
amazing.
crazy. And we videotaped it. Because I was like, nobody's going to believe this.
Yes.
So Greg was there. He was like, I'm taping this. Like, I am sewing this nape extension with hair right now.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Mia.
So I sat there in my little hotel room, ventilating him a new. And it's funny though, because when I volunteered to do it, I was like, I could do an ape extension in a night. It probably take me about 4 or 5 hours. Like, it won't take me that long because I ventilate pretty quickly.
Okay.
From
Okay.
the
Okay.
SNL
The
days,
name.
from the, from building for theater. Like, I ventilate. Like, majority of my time spent is ventilating.
Yeah.
I ventilate pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I got my magnifying glass. I got my glasses. I got my whole, you know what I mean? I got my cocktail. Like, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think about how big his head was. Yeah, you could ventilate a normal nape in one night. That's in a normal nape. That's like 4 napes.
That's
4 napes in
hilarious.
one night. I was like, I don't have enough wine or time. Like, what are we doing?
Oh my God.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh
At
my,
one
how
point,
long did it
Greg, my
take?
assistant was there, and I was like, you need to go to sleep because one of us has to be able to drive.
Oh.
I will not, I said, God willing, I can take a shower.
Oh
Because by
my
this
God.
point, like the sun was about to come up, and I had like still a quarter of it left to go.
Oh my God. And I mean, like, who can you tell about this? Like, does anybody are you all alone with this? Like, I mean, you're just like, when you go to work the next day and you're putting it on and you're just like, you have no idea.
Yeah, no, you can't say anything because you also don't want to freak him out, right?
Exactly.
So he knows none of this. Like, if he ever listened to this, he'd be like, wait, what? No one knows anything because,
Oh, I love it.
again, this is him in his most vulnerable state. His team is not there.
Yeah.
No one is like checking to see, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you're like, I can't say anything because I can, and also it would be unprofessional of me if I did that. I'm not looking for a pat on the back.
Yeah,
I want to solve
Yeah.
it, and then
Of
those
course.
who know, and
Yep.
we did it, and we high five and keep it moving, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I do the nape extension. I sew skin tabs all along it so that I know I can we're good now. You know, because before it was also resting in this spot where, he has these everybody had a little pack of sausage back there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God,
then-
I didn't think
and
about
he
that.
also has like a muscle thing. Like, I don't know
Right.
if he's lifting cars with his head. I don't know. I man got a muscle back there. I don't know. Like, I've never seen a muscle right here, but he has this muscle
But
where you're like, wow. And so because of that and where the wig was sitting, there was no real, you know what I mean? Like, it was very difficult to get that to stay and to rest in a place that looked natural. So now it drug all the way. Now from ear to ear along the back.
Okay.
I draped it past the rolls down to like an edge and on that muscle.
Okay.
So it looked more natural, but also gave me a place to rest the wig, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And then he has to sweat through the whole thing and he's
Yes.
working and he's
Completely.
and you're freaking out.
And
No,
then if
you're
any
fine.
of the makeup gets up on the double-sided tape, it
Right.
immediately unlocks it.
Okay.
And all throughout the day, that's my thing. I go in for my takes and I'm ripping that off. And I got my double-sided tape on my hand and I'm putting the new ones on there. And I got to, and I'm doing my little alcohol wipe on the back of his head to remove all the oil and, the sweat and the salt from the sweat. And then I'm slapping that. So it's like that, making sure that thank God that band doesn't move.
Okay.
Right. Thank
That
God
that
that
crystal
band
makes.
is my, yes.
Yeah.
Band is
Wow.
my stability
Really? Okay.
beyond.
Oh, wow.
That band, that's the magic trick.
Okay.
Right. And then the rest of it, you got to keep an eye on it because you got to then go in. So, like, the base of a wig you cannot put tape on it.
Okay.
Right. So, the foundation lace on a wig, it does not accept tape. You can put it on there, and the only thing that is sticking to would be the hair, which
Right.
will just rip out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You would take the tape off and it's going to rip. But
I've
it
seen that.
doesn't actually stick to the foundation lace.
Right.
So that's why you always have to put some type of skin tab, like a tab that's sort of a plasticky material, sew that into the wig.
So that's what you sewed. I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you need that on there, right? And then you got to be careful because that's sewn on. If you rip it too hard, you also rip that off.
Got it.
So it's this thing where it's like, I got to get that piece of tape off because I got to put a new one on. But if I rip it too hard, and it's stuck. So then you got to sometimes take some alcohol, like something to like sort of wet it down to get that off. And then the issue is like when it is still stuck really good and some makeup gets there. And so his skin part, this side of the tape is completely loose, but that side was sort of new. It was a magic trick.
So you
Like
had to
every day
love it all night. You had to take it back to one every night and clean and care for it and clean it. You can't leave that alone.
Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, every night. It had to be washed every single day. So throughout the day, I'm changing tape. I'm also in there with a marker because I have to always color correct things inside.
Okay.
Right. So I'm taking my little alcohol markers, I'm color correcting all throughout. And he stayed glued pretty nicely on the sideburns. Every once in a while, I had to redo that. It would get a little shiny, but it was just one of those things where it was like, if I change to a glue that doesn't have any bit of shine to it, it's not sticking
Right.
for some reason. So it was like I played the little glue game
Yeah.
until I had to like, okay, I just got to rest at this. And then, yeah, just like, and also with those pins, because I was also using hair pins that I put through the wig and tuck underneath the band.
Okay.
And at some point, I sewed a piece of elastic because, things start to get stretched out. I had to sew elastic inside the wig just to give it a little snug grip,
Oh
just
my
a little
God.
tuck. So there's like a
Wow.
little piece of elastic that's in the center of the back of his wig that would just help me grip it so that when I glued it, I knew it automatically hugged.
Wow. Oh my
Yep.
God. And then
But it was like all
and there was
things that
only
I
one.
as we went along. So every night when I would take it off, so I would put it on very quickly, real fast about putting the wig
Sure.
on. Right, that's Broadway. You got 30 people and you got 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You got a half-hour call. Everybody's got to get in a half an hour. So thank God I started off in that world. So I'm
Thank
very
God.
quick with my application. I don't second guess myself. I can memorize the same thing because continuity is key on Broadway. You do the same show every single night. Your life
Every
is
single night.
Groundhog Day at the same time with the same person in the same place doing the same thing.
Yes.
So to do that for over 10 years, that does something to your brain. So you memorize
Wires
things.
it. Mm-hmm.
Right. So the continuity part is fine. So I go in, I put my band on. I first I alcohol him down, the band, put it on, all of that. But at the end of the night, with the wig or the next day, while he's in prosthetics, it takes me 2 hours to prep his wig.
Okay.
So the prep on his wig is I need to go in, remove all the tape that's in there. I need to go and clean all of these strips that I have on the inside with alcohol. And when I do that, I also wash away all of the
Right.
coloring that I put inside
Oh,
the wig from the
yes.
lace. So I also have to go back through and color all the lace again on the inside of the wig. And then I block it down on that beautiful head that Kazu made, right? So that gives him, thank God for that, because I know it's an exact match of his head,
Ah, okay.
right? So
Hmm.
that was also key and very helpful. So I blocked that down on his head and I washed the wig.
Okay.
I wash it. I was
On the
using,
mold. Okay.
yep, on the mold, and I style it on the mold. I was using this like gel it's called Free and Clear
Okay.
because it has like nothing in it. So if you ever
Oh,
have someone that's like allergic to something,
oh,
Free and Clear is
makes it
like,
look wet.
yeah, and it's just a product that like doesn't turn white because it doesn't have a bunch of chemicals in it. It
Yeah.
it won't do anything weird on you.
Okay.
Right?
Hmm.
So that's why I use it. It's not
Hmm.
if I needed to like really hold some hair and do something, no. But like on a wig, on a man's wig that's like short that I'm styling throughout the day, that I'll be working with a lot and moving it, and I gotta
Hmm.
flip the top up. The last thing I need is for I flip this up and that little crunchy part of the little gel
Yeah.
turns white or cakey or starts to do.
Yes.
I can't take this thing off of him, run back to the trailer and style it.
Right.
I know that Free and Clear has like 3 ingredients in it. It's doing none of that.
Okay.
Right. So I use that on his wig because I'm like, I can't have this thing turn on me. I
Right.
also can like reapply some of it and it doesn't do anything when you put it back on top of itself because
Okay.
there's nothing in it, you know? So I worked with an actress years ago that's allergic to everything and
Oh,
has a
and that's how
list
you found them.
product, and that's how I found it. And after I was like, this is actually great for like reapplying and doing things because you have
Amazing.
nothing in it. So I started using it for wigs. I
Okay.
could, right.
I should get that for my son. He's got psoriasis and like everything just
Oh, they make a whole line. It's
okay.
free and clear. It has nothing in it.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Yeah, like if someone has an allergy to any, like that's your perfect, you know,
Nice.
products because it doesn't. No one's affected by it. It's got nothing in it to be affected, honestly,
Yeah, yeah,
and it actually does work.
yeah.
For what you're using it for. So anyway, so I use that, and then I take a diffuser and I dry it.
Okay.
And then after I dry it, I take it off and I preset all of my tape on the inside with the tabs just slightly folded, right? So that I can
And the
clip it.
tabs, what material is the tabs? Because I don't know wigs as well. The the
So
the
it's
material on the tabs.
the tab is so you buy these sheets. It's
Okay.
like a sheet
Okay.
of, I don't think it's silicone, but it might be. But it's like literally these sheets. And
Okay.
they're like not clear. You can't see through them, but they're almost like a flesh tone.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then you can cut them
Yep.
to
Sure.
shape whatever
I know
you need to
exactly what you
cover.
mean.
Exactly.
Got it.
So I get them from the wig department in
Hmm.
Europe. They have this store called the wig department that you can order from online, and I buy these
Got
sheets.
it.
And then I just cut them, and they're just great, especially like Broadway, like
Yeah.
men's wigs. Like you need to get it on there, but you need that barrier between the wig and the skin. You need
Right.
that thing that's gonna join both of them together,
Hmm.
and that's the tab. And then you can color the tabs
Right. Got it.
with either real palette or with. I find that just gets a little cakey sometimes, so I like using the markers.
Got it. Got it. Oh my
That's it.
God.
And I preset my little tabs and I go in and put the wig on them. And it
I
would take me like 10 minutes to put the wig on.
I'm so stressed out hearing about just one of your days.
Listen, listen.
I
It's that,
love it.
exactly. I was like, wow. Mhm.
Wow, that's amazing. What a lesson in how to like it's and I always talk about this is like how something if you don't notice it, it's like you feel so effortless, and then you hear about what all went into it looking so effortless, and that's just the artistry, which is just
Totally.
sublime. It's amazing. You've worked so hard to get to this point where you can solve all of those problems. The experience is just like so important. And then, you're met on every production where they're like, well, you have to start over again. Every new production. Luckily, you work with the same people a lot, but like you'll go to a new production, they'll be like, so like, what's it going to look like? Why do you need a team? Why do you?
Exactly.
So,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're just in charge of Dwayne. So I don't think you need an assistant. You can do both makeup and hair.
No. It's true. It's true. I feel like, especially with hair, like
Yes.
that with hair in particular, that it's always like this sort of afterthought. People don't think about it until it goes wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
When it goes wrong, then
Yeah.
people are like, oh my God, the hair. But when it's right, no one notices.
Yeah.
No one
Yes.
has a
I
clue.
know. It's
No
true.
one says a word.
It's
You know?
true.
Let
I
me
was
tell you,
talking.
years ago, I did this movie. And I did the movie because I was like, well, I was very excited to do the movie, and I'm glad I did it. But I especially did it because this person gets such a hard time about the hair on his productions.
What's the movie?
So I did a movie, and everybody had on wigs, and no one noticed that these people had on wigs. But it kind of was like a bummer because you all eat him alive for the hair on his productions.
Everybody
And then
be
you
Googling.
said nothing.
Who is it? Who is it?
Tyler Perry.
Ah!
I did Jasmine. All the ladies have on wigs, and no one said a word about the wigs. I don't think they knew that they had on wigs. But I was like, this was supposed to be the moment of like, Tyler had good wigs.
My God, I love it. I love it. That is too funny,
Isn't that
Mia.
hilarious? It's very funny amongst my friends and I.
I love it. I love it.
Like you did the wigs and nobody knows that you got, so it's no.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You were like, this is my chance. And then no one knows.
And then they gave my credit to someone else they messed up the credits.
Oh, the story gets worse. No.
They didn't
No.
get credit for the wigs.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm telling you, nobody really takes hair. There's a thing about it.
No, it really is. I was talking to Adrutha Ali about, Maria, and like, to make Angelina, look how she was undone in the movie. You know what I mean? And she's walking around her house and she's undone. And Adrutha's like, that was so much effort. Like, Angelina has two hairs now at this point, and like I had to put on like, it took forever. And like, because we don't, notice it, that's the ultimate compliment. And it's also like,
totally,
you're screaming like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh, Mia, I could talk to you today, especially forever, because these stories are just so great and I want to know all of them. But maybe I'll have to have you back when you're on your next movie and you'll have even more for me, because I got to let you get on with your day, regretfully. But I just love talking to you. I love this movie. People always get mad at me because they're like, you get so excited about every movie, but I'm not going to have somebody on if I didn't like the movie.
I feel you. What am
I going to do? Sit there and be like,
what did you talk about? And you're like,
hey, so I didn't like your movie, but your work was great,
Right.
So, I mean, but I loved it, and I'm so proud of you. And I know you don't need that, but I'm always beaming in pride for when I see you and as you grow, and you're going all the way. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thanks, Mia. I'll talk to you again.
All righty. Take care.
Take care.
Look Behind the Look is a Vinyl Foot production, written by me, your host, Tiffany Bartok, produced by Jace Bartok, edited by Mugresh Tekor. If you're interested in learning more, find our video version on the YouTube channel, Look Behind the Look Podcast. There you can see rare photos and clips from our guests. And please follow us on Twitter at LookBehindPod and Instagram at LookBehindTheLook. If you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe. And tell your friends and spread the word. You can subscribe to us on iTunes or any podcatcher of your choice. Thanks for listening to Look Behind the Look.